Hello. I'm going to talk a little bit today about sacred space, what that is and how you can create a sacred space within your own home for healing, for well-being, to improve your state of wellness, whatever it is that you would like to achieve within that space, and how easy it is to do that, to transform a space in that way. I first became consciously aware of sacred space my first visit up to the Findhorn Foundation in the north of Scotland in 2010. I think spending time at Cullearn House there and spending time in the meditation sanctuaries and particularly in the nature sanctuary, I started to become much more aware of the energy in those spaces, and I suppose started to contemplate the reasons why I'm often drawn to go and sit in churches in different parts of the country when I visit. You know, the fact that that is consecrated ground and that space has been used for healing, for meditation, for prayer, for thousands of years very often. But without needing to be attached to any kind of religious denomination, you can create a beautiful sacred space within your own home with an altar, a special place where you place certain items that are important to you. And for that to form part of a well-being, a wellness practice, a meditation practice, or just a place where you go at the start of the day, at the end of the day, when you need to rebalance, to come back to that place of stillness and peace within yourself. And that's essentially what sacred space is. It's a space that you've created with that intention. And attention, which we're going to give to the space in order to create it, is something that energizes, and intention actually transforms. So the kind of things that you may want to be thinking about with this space, initially find within your own home a space that for you feels maybe quite calm. If you walk around the house, go into the different spaces, look at the possibility of using. It doesn't need to be a large space at all. It just needs to be a space that you can clear of any clutter, have a small amount of furniture in there, but where you're able to bring in things like fresh flowers, to have a candle, to maybe burn some incense, to have some special crystals, perhaps a photograph that means something to you. Maybe some tinctures, or a gong, a sound gong, or a drum, whatever it is, those particular items that have meaning for you that you would place in that space. And you may just want to start with a vase of flowers and a photograph, or some fresh flowers that you bring in from your garden, and a candle that you light. Those rituals of doing those things each time you come into the sacred space actually help to not only for you with your discipline of going into the space and knowing that that's what will happen, to sit and be still, to attain balance, rebalance and calmness in that space, but also as you do that over time, the energy will change, the vibration of that space will lift and elevate, so that over time when you go back into that space, you will automatically feel that sense of vibration, that heightened energy that has been built within the space. So just to reiterate those essential things: to choose the space that feels right for you, to walk around the house and just check out internally what that feels like in that space, to know that it's a space where you can close the door or you're not going to be disturbed in the space, to clear it of all clutter and any unnecessary items, and to give it a really, really deep clean. Open the windows, put some music on, You can sprinkle salt. That's also another thing that you can do to sort of cleanse the space. And also hold in your mind the intention that you have for what you want to create in this beautiful space within your home. Having done all of that, cleaned it, cleared it, opened the windows, put some fresh flowers in, you can make a blessing if that's something that feels comfortable for you to do, with your intention of what you want to use the space for and what you want to bring into that space. So you can bring in light, you can bring in love, you can bring in joy, you can bring in that elevated vibration of hope, and it may be something like stillness or peace that you want to create more of. Whatever it is that you want to bring more of into your life and create more of into your life, bring the intention of that quality in as you bless, as you open this space for you to use for yourself, for your own well-being, for your wellness, for your healing at home. So those are just a few thoughts that I've been reflecting on this morning, having been discussing with a friend about the use of converting a garage at the front of her house into a community space. And I just started thinking about sacred space and what you can do and how you can do that, and how I've done that within my own home, and thought I'd share some of those thoughts with you today. So thank you for being with me. It's always my pleasure to be here and to share my thoughts of that particular day with you. You can find me on Facebook at Self Development Leicester. You can also have a look at my website if you're interested. That's Vicky with an I, marston.co.uk. The Facebook page I'm posting on most days. So until we meet again, until the next time, until the next short film, good health and thank you.